Greetings humans, and welcome back once again. My name is Jordan, also known as JMonster, and today we are playing Divide and Conquer with the Woodland realm. So, strap in for some glorious fantasy violence, and for some soul-crushingly long turn times, because we're going to jump into this. I think we left off last time. Let me just briefly familiarize myself with my strategy. So I've got a nice little centralized position here. I think one of the last things we took was Witherboard, and now we're currently making mines there, which was the whole point of taking Witherboard in the first place. And then, of course, there's the concern of the snow orcs who are hanging out nearby. So, it appears that I've stationed a rather large garrison here under Prince Legolas, predominantly of archers, which is in desperate need of some infantry. And looks like the Orcs of Dol Guldur have finally come to our front door. Which means that they probably also have this. Yes, they do. So a counterattack will be needed for sure. We're making a decent amount of money, and our other garrison is tucked away. Got reinforcements being made here. Good. We'll make one of those on our next turn. Try to get our finances as strong as possible. And here, we'll also create some more infantry. No, I won't. Can I make bowmen here? If I can, I surely should. No, it'll be mostly infantry that we send up that direction. There are some bowmen available here. Huh. Well, what I could do is create one of these and garrison them in town. And then we can use Thranduil in the field. Which maybe is what we should do.
My lord.
Let's see what our... I remember this guy, and how he got, like, nearly full influence in, like, a turn or two. Amazing. Where's he heading? It looks like he's heading... I can't remember what I intended to do with him, but we'll roll with it for now.
Stopping here.
It's a Dol Guldur village. Okay, so that does give us an idea of the extent of the empire they've managed to carve out here in a very short period of time. Alright, turn 30. Let's move on in. I'm going to take a look at chat here, see how they're doing. Painting some Death Watch while watching this. Oh, that sounds fantastic. If you can, you could show us the result when you're done. I'd love to see it. Hello there, yes. I can't escape the Star Wars references even when I'm not playing Star Wars. Thank you, everyone. Let me just go and pop the stream in a few different places. Whilst we wait. In a couple other places as well. And I got back just in time for the turn to have not passed yet. So they're actually going to back off, which is good. But we're still going to counterattack because I want to have that foothold there. And then we'll garrison Emin Nufuin along with that other place. But I think we'll probably put our best troops in Emin Nufuin in reserve. I don't know, it's a hard one because I do want to hold on to that. I don't want to, take it for nothing. I also don't want them to build up on my doorstep. So we kind of have to be aggressive here. But I don't know how long we'll be able to hold it because it's very, very exposed. There's a lot of paths through the trackless dark of southern Mirkwood that they could use to attack that city. So it's certainly a very exposed position. In the meantime, I want to see how chat's doing. Oh, finally we managed to make it through. I don't think you can post pictures in YouTube chat, but so unfortunately you won't be able to show the models. That's alright. I know you're on Discord, so you can always send them to me there. What is Legolas's bodyguard unit? I think it's one of the ranger units in DAC. They might be. I don't know if they're body piercing. I know that that unit has gone through a lot of changes, and I can't really remember what the state of it is currently. So I'm not sure, but I can show you if you like.
Come, my brothers.
Oh, it's Elven King's Bowguard now. Previously, it used to be the Hine Dowd or whatever they were, but I think it's just a generic high-tier body or a high-tier archer unit now. There we go. Weatherboard's having some issues. Town Guard, Public Order bonus. Due to law. Okay, so they both get the same thing. So we'll do that. Alright, that seems to be fine. They're going to be alright. He'll have 4 infantry. No, 5. 5 infantry. Well, one's more of a skirmisher, I guess. And then 1 bowman, which, you know, not exactly playing to our strengths with that kind of composition. Let's do that, and then we can bring Thranduil into the field. We can use him to kind of spearhead this assault, which I think will be important. Especially if you want to hold on to it. Then I can move a General's Bodyguard forward, and I can keep Thranduil over here in Emenufuin, and then Thranduil's Halls has an actual decent administrator, hopefully. And he'll do well in Emenufuin as well. I mean, there are mines in there, so he'll be able to do some useful things. Should be increasing this ever so slightly every time a building is about to be created. So I want to pay attention to that. Because it's a good way to farm up strong administrative traits. Let's go ahead and pass the turn there. Yeah, I have trouble keeping on top of all the changes that go into DAC. They work. They're pretty prolific over there on the team, and they're always working on something. It used to be Hine Dowd for a while, and the Hine Dowd at one point were just an archer, and then they were like a AP or like a body piercing archer, and now I don't even know what they are, but they're not they're not Legolas's bodyguard any longer. Who is that? Is that Radagast? Are you trying to like do terrible things to my settlements, Radagast? Ooh, are the Anduin peoples taking it to the Gobos there? Oh, they're very, very weak. I need to do something with Legolas's army. I can't decide what I want to do. I like him. At the same time, I like him being there. I think what I'll do is I'll pull off one of his archers and I'll send it south, and then I can use them to assist Thranduil in pushing south and putting some pressure on Dumbledore, just not letting them build up on our doorstep, essentially. That's the important thing. And thus begins 10,000 years of waiting for the turn to elapse. I have been enjoying DAC. I've played it before. And, well, this campaign only has 1 episode into it. It was fun when I played it. But the turn times really do kill it for me. Version 5 is coming out soon, yes. And it's only been a couple months since 4.5. Yeah, I guess it's more of a hotfix. I'm confused about, will they be continuing to develop the mod? Oh. Are we about to get attacked? Well, it looks like it. But it was my understanding that version 5 was going to be the final iteration of Divide and Conquer, and the development was finally coming to an end, but I may be mistaken about that. It may be that they have a few more things yet to explore and things to show us, so
Yes,
I don't know, we'll see.
Lord. Without question.
Brown Boat? That's the name of the town, eh? Alright.
As you wish. Tomorrow's journey planned out.
It's a lumber yard. How's the public order here? That's not great, but another couple turns should fix that a little bit. Builder's Hall would be important to make, so we'll do that. And then that. And now we will. What are we working with here? A couple of bowmen. Oops. Turn that down now. Put it on low for the time being. There's no one in here, so this can go lower. Public fountains, lots of order and health, which are important. The next thing we do should be that, because that will increase our finances. And will also allow us to do some important stuff, like upgrade our troops. Always a nice thing to have.
Elves. Yes, my lord.
That's going to take the financial burden off of us for now. If I take these guys, I'm gonna bring them down
Swiftly.
At ease.
here. Then,
I'm gonna
what's his name?
stick you.
Aranhil. I would be more than happy to name this after people that are watching, by the way, because then I can. It's easier for me to keep track of the names of people that I'm familiar with rather than Aranhil. But
My lord.
that's up to you guys. Well, let's send him around this way. Apparently, he can't sneak by armies. Some spy you are.
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
Oh, they're with a trespass. How nice. These guys are building up here. I mean, this is an opportunity, certainly. We could probably take this, but whether or not we'd be able to hold it, and whether or not opening up another front right now, especially so close to what I believe is a capital, or at least a very significant settlement for them, might not be the best idea. I don't know. It's a hard one. I mean, something to be said for temerity in war, but I don't know. I think that might be overextending a little bit.
I'm gonna stick you.
We could probably take these guys if we were to sally out and attack them. And can he? Does he have the ability to retrain them? No, go away. Recruitment. No, he doesn't. So I wouldn't be able to replenish my losses there. So I guess we'll hold position for now. That'll do. Bacon Commando, I don't know about that. We've got a lot of progress updates as it is now, but it looks like they haven't done much work on the Reunited Kingdom stuff. Mostly things like improving the Arid Lewin script and updating Dorwinian's choice. Oh, hello, Castellan. Speaking of Dorwinian, I know someone in the chat who happens to be working on some visual upgrades for Dorwinian and for Divide and Conquer in general. So I think maybe what we'll do is we'll start playing with Castellan's submod once it's available, and with his permission I'll build off of it and add some more things that are a little bit more to some other things that are my taste, in addition to the excellent work that he's done in his mods so far. But we'll see. I don't even think it's available right now. But if you guys haven't seen it, you know what? I'm going to link it to you because it's actually awesome. Now, looks like there's currently no files available, but, you know, it's something to get hyped over. Check this out. And Castellan also does a lot of work for Silmarillion Total War as well, so give him some love when you can. Wish they could add one more elite unit for the Misty Mountain Orcs. Yeah, I don't really know the state of the Misty Mountain Orcs. I've browsed their roster because I was interested in playing them. If you guys will recall, they're one of the options that I put forth in the poll. But it seems like they're very, very numbers focused, which, you know, makes sense for the Goblins of the Misty Mountains, but also very low quality, just kind of generally. So I could see that, and they've got kind of a small roster. So you know what? Maybe that wouldn't be the worst thing. Especially if that elite, you know, was maybe gated behind some tech and some events and things like that. Uh-oh. Looks like those poor Anduin folks are gonna be in some trouble here. Did I fail a mission? Oh, Easterlings. I don't care about the Easterlings.
For the light!
Imagine being the elves and
Onward!
caring about the Easterlings.
Be vigilant. Conceal our movements.
I'm gonna stick you!
Alright, so they'll all be done in a turn.
Follow me! Elves!
So I feel comfortable taking Thorondal out of there for all of a whole turn. I'm gonna turn that off. And then, what's an important thing to build next? Farming is good. Yeah, we'll increase our population. Look how well behaved everyone is in the absence of any sort of local law authority whatsoever. The elves are so nice. They're so polite. What do we got here? That'll be good in the next turn. Great.
Yes, my lord. Elven warriors!
I'm gonna send these guys over this way.
Swiftly!
And we'll have a decent little stack together in that town. And we can push forward down here towards, I can't remember the name of this place. But Prince Legolas and his garrison are out here, and they're reasonably strong. A weakness in our kind of net here is definitely Witherboard. So if they were to come straight over those mountains, at the very least we'd be able to intercept
Follow
them.
me!
So Prince Legolas is kind of where he needs to be. But yeah, Witherboard is definitely a weakness.
For the light!
So these guys are going to get
Yes,
another
my lord.
3. And that'll put them in nearly a half stack. So that's pretty good. Aaron Dolan. There we are. I'm definitely going to take that from them. I'll take a look at their composition there in just a minute. Ooh, and they're breaking off troops. So there's going to be less of them. And I think what we'll do on the next turn is we'll sally. And we'll attack that little army outside of Emyn Nufuin. And we'll eliminate it, and there'll be less orcs we have to deal with a bit later. And now, we settle in for a nice winter's nap, by which I mean 10 minutes of turn time. Which is alright, I guess. Gives me a chance to catch up on chat. So let's see what's going on. Pardon me. Hello, Calvin. How you doing, man? It's a shame you can't enjoy this. My cat is currently sitting in his little tent. He's very feisty. Stuck my hand in there and nearly lost it, but he's very cute. Alright, let's see what Doguldur is up to. Yeah, they're gonna retreat from there. Makes sense. Oh! Well then. Okay, so they're gonna come back in greater numbers. They're definitely gearing up for an assault on us. So we need to be proactive here. And destroy that army outside of Emyn Nufuin before they can marshal their full strength. If we can do that, we might be able to attack that half stack that they have there, or whatever that happens to be. But before we jump headfirst into the wood chipper, as it were, we're going to investigate their army composition, kind of decide what we think we're capable of with the troops available to us. Dogs are better. Pfft. I've owned cats and dogs. I like them both. And they want me to send someone to the realm of Lothlorien. I can do that.
Your orders,
Come over here.
without question. Stopping here.
It'll take him some time to get through there. I don't know if we're gonna make it in 5 turns.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, like give me
I shall continue
1,
tomorrow.
2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, no, we'll make it. Let's take a look with our spy here. So the troops they have in there, they do have some cavalry, which is a problem.
My lord.
Have a taste
And
of
over
my
here,
blade.
Approaching.
I'm gonna stick you.
it's mostly trash tier units, so we need to cut them off from the reinforcements.
Have a taste of my blade. elves.
And we'll have reinforcements
Yes, my
here.
lord. Reinforcements.
Elven warriors.
No action possible. Why not?
Assail them. We must defend these lands. Engage.
Oh, we're for sure gonna fight that. Look at that. They've just got one kind of crappy unit of Mirkwood Hunters. 19 Mirkwood Uruks. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a field day with these guys. Alright, we'll find them. We'll fight that battle. Dogler's absolute trash, so expanding fast is the way to go for Woodland Realm. Yeah, I've been trying to expand quickly, but I'm also... I've played Divide and Conquer games that have made me wary in the past, where I expand extremely quickly, and then I overextend, and I die horribly, and it's just a miserable experience. So I'm trying not to do that, but, you know, maybe I'm kind of going too far the other way. I'm open to that actually. Alright. Put these guys just behind him. The reason we're putting this guy up front is because he's a bodyguard. Not only does he have formidable defenses, but he will also respawn slowly over time, assuming that we don't lose them. Lose the general, that is. Put this guy out here on the wing. Oh, okay, they want to run away. Well, let's move forward. I could probably hit them from there. No, apparently I can't. So I think one of the things I'll do when I do the little sub-mod for this is I'm going to replace the vegetation with the ones that we use in Silmarillion Total War, which we got from Europa Barbarorum. So, I think it would just look prettier. It just looks more immersive. Honestly, I feel like that should be the new standard. Shoot that host in the back. Why not? Break these guys off, set them out here. I love these guys. I love the model here. I can very easily see these guys being redone with some of Castellan's work. I know he's working on some new Mirkwood stuff, so... they just weren't fast enough. Alright. We'll recover, and we'll head up this hill here. I need to rush Dol Guldur. Believe me, I game something 1,600 hours. I believe you. I believe you, Annie Leonhardt. And that's kind of our next thing, is that we've managed to secure our half of the mountains. And now we're going to push across. And we're going to take Arendolan. And since I have so many hearty recommendations to deal with Dol Guldur, we'll probably pull off Prince Legolas and some of his retinue. And we'll leave some of his army on the northern marches to defend Witherboard and defend our northern and northwestern kind of flanks. Are they just running away? Are they just gonna like go all the way to the end? Okay, no, they're not. Eventually, they'll have to stand and fight us. That's fine. But yeah, we'll pull some troops from some of our other standing forces, and then we're going to push south, heavy, against Dol Guldur. I'll send my my spies forth, and we'll figure out some good targets, and systematically take them apart, because they're expanding at frankly at an alarming rate. They've already got territory south of Mirkwood's border, which is shocking to me. How are we doing here for fatigue? Everyone's good. Cool. Try to put people, I think right out here would be probably okay. It gives us a better angle than shooting directly uphill. Are they rushing forward? Nope. It's just the AI being dumb. Cool. Nothing new there. Just curious, is development and YouTube my side hustle? Yes, it is, absolutely. If I were to try and survive off of YouTube, I would certainly starve to death. YouTube is fun for me. And I have a lot of free time recently just because, well, pandemic-related stuff and work hours not being absolutely amazing. Are they shooting at me? But yes, YouTube is definitely a side hustle. Something I do for fun, and yeah, that's pretty well how it's always been. I've never really been in a position where I could do anything else with YouTube. send you out this way. Usually I'm not bothered by the ones from the north. Alright, that was my concern, is that, like, they were going to attack me while I, you know, went balls deep into Dol Guldur. But if that's not going to be the case, then I don't have to worry about it. And I can pull more forces off. Feel more comfortable doing that. Deal with those archers handily. Well, we are butchering those hunters, but there's just so many of them. Just so many. Who are they even shooting at anyway? I think they're shooting at Thranduil's bodyguard, maybe. Move forward with our light infantry. Let's show these guys what we think of them. Cutting them down real good. We'll let these Urux here charge into us. That's fine. I'm trying to find their general's bodyguard. I think it's in this guy. Hard to tell. They all have the same officers, but I'm not really familiar with what their bodyguard looks like. Head them out this way. Pick on this Dol Guldur host. A little bit of, not quite a full enfilade, but close enough. Oops. Yeah, they'll be dead soon enough. Pick these guys apart now. Oh, I see what they're going after. Our light infantry there.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their
Yeah,
men.
these guys are getting massacred. Now they're going to turn around, go up the hill. Perfect. Thanks. Let's wipe out those Mirkwood hunters then. The light infantry and everything else here will just get cleaned up real easy. Now is probably not a terrible time for us to do this. Get 'em, boys! Go.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
There's just 27 of these hunters left. Easy peasy. And that'll be the end for some of these Dol Guldur reinforcements.
Good tidings. The enemy general
Ah, so that's what the general looks like. Similar to the officers.
Pursue and run them down.
We'll pursue. Our light infantry is probably fast enough to make sure these guys can't get away at all. Make sure most of these guys die. I can't remember what exactly the threshold is for a unit to be destroyed, but I know it's a percentage of how large the unit is at its base. So the larger the unit, the harder it is to destroy completely, I think is the logic there. And we'll go ahead, fast forward that a little bit. There we go. That'll help me get most of them. Cool. That'll do for now, I think.
This is a
We lost 7.
victory.
You know, it happens. If I hold on to Witherboard, they may attack Witherboard. I kind of need to hold on to Witherboard. So with that in mind, maybe I will... also, hi Dio, I haven't seen you in ages. if they're gonna attack Witherboard, I'll probably just shift some reinforcements out there. Because I want to hold on to it. I've invested into it. It's got mines, which are imperative, I think, for keeping my finances in order. There goes their reinforcements.
Our lands will be safe once more. Come, my brothers.
I'll send you.
Come, my brothers.
For the reinforcements up here.
Come on.
To Emmenufuin. We'll calm things down here by lowering the taxes. Oops. Perfect. And they're fine for now.
By the light of Elbereth.
And then
I'm gonna
a
stick
decent
you.
amount of archers, but really nothing to be scared of in close quarters. Let's take a look here. 2 damage to the 6 skill of our troops there. Now it is all relative, but you know, having 3 times their melee skill means we can take them on
Take it for the
in
elves.
close quarters and not have to feel
protect
too
the
scared about it.
elven
Damn it!
lands.
Damn it! That's an overextension right there. We could get caught. It could be very bad. Is there any possibility of raising some mercenaries? There is. Great. Let's do that. Got some extra infantry there. What about you guys?
Elves.
What's his name? Dire Mythor. Alright then. This should have been something I built a long time back. How are we doing on money? We're actually losing it now that we have a big army in the field. So, what we'll do,
Sire.
take Legolas,
For the light.
some of these guys,
Elven warriors.
throw them over this way. We'll have a reserve army. Don't do it, dwarves. Be nice. What's our culture like here? That's something we need to remedy immediately, I feel. 1,500 gold coins, which we're not going to have.
Come, my brothers.
Is that what you want?
Ooh, Naglur. That's big and scary. Finally starting to get things kind of under control at Witherboard. What can I conceivably send up there that will help them?
My lord. Elven warriors.
It's hard because we're already losing money, and if I take these 2 units out of there, we're going to be losing even more money. A significant amount, actually. Most of that right there. What we need is to take another settlement. I don't know. We're going to have to just kind of let chance decide. Nothing else we can do in that turn, so. The grotto misses me. I've been on the grotto for the last few days. I've been playing Minecraft. And, picking on poor Sawbones. Also, I assume that's Bowline. So how you doing, buddy? I was trying to get people to play Minecraft on the grotto yesterday, and no one wanted to do anything. It's quiet over there. I just assume that most people have better things to do with their time. Which, you know, fair enough. How's it going, Ballin? How's military life treating you, man? Just really scattered. Yeah, it's summer. People are probably out doing things now that, like, quarantine has started to lift in a few different places. I mean, I'm down to play some Minecraft a little bit later today. Don't tell Sawbones, but I actually filled his house with water. I kind of want to let him figure that out when he logs in, though. Getting dunked on by the higher-ups. Yeah, it'd be like that. I feel you, man. What are they up to now? I've been counseled by people in the DSC Discord to turn down my, or to turn off the following AI turns. Apparently that'll make things go a little bit faster. That could be a big part of it. I wonder if I can actually... Oh, thank goodness they didn't attack us. Oh, they're going to try, though. Oh, they're definitely going to try. Okay, let's slaughter these guys. Alright, they have a lot of arrows, which could be potentially problematic. Pretty sure he's expecting that. Yeah. It's fun. I really have gotten hard into Minecraft. Not only does it seem to have a very interesting story, but coming up with creative pranks that don't involve destroying things has just been way too much fun. I could even do a stream of it. I've recorded some of it, so I may do a video in the future, but yeah, I could definitely stream that too. People are interested in watching me pick on poor sawbones. Alright, so this guy's gonna go up front. He's gonna take a lot of arrow fire. Let's look at our positioning here. I got a feeling that they're gonna try and run away again. So, even if we have to fight them uphill, you know what? Being uphill is not all that it's cracked up to be. Because it does make you a really big, juicy target. You're super exposed for arrow fire, which is kind of what we do well. So, put these troops in the back here. Oh. Well, that's... Okay, so apparently we're not going to hold our formation. That's fine. They're not coming for us anyway, so... That is totally cool. I think they'll probably pull back to this hill up here, which is fine for me. This guy's a little bit farther up front. Keep me on the wing. And then when they inevitably charge in, we'll just widen our line and we'll try to surround and envelop them. Which will be disastrous for these low quality troops, because they'll break and run at like the first sign of anything going wrong. It's over bots, I have the high ground. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Arrows are like 1 damage. They're 2 damage, actually. 2. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but again, it's all relative, right? So my Woodland Warriors have 3 shield. And my other units are mostly unshielded, except for the Woodland Wardens, who probably have about the same. So, lots of 2 damage arrows could potentially be a problem for us, especially since we're so lightly armored. Which is why these guys here are being put out in front, so they can get shot in the place of things I actually care about. Or things, well, I care about the bodyguard, but you know what I mean. The main body of my troops. They're going to have their attention focused on something that's small and actually quite heavily armored, if you look at that. They got 14 armor, so yeah, good luck getting past that with 2 arrow damage. So they can take it. My Woodland Warriors, however, definitely cannot. Changing the AI to be more proactive, I heard, for V5 too. That'll be interesting. Depending on whether or not it turns out well for them, like if it ends up being like a really strong addition, maybe that's something that we could add with their permission, if their permission is needed, like if they're not just adding the AI for someone else. But it's something we could add to Silmarillion at some point. Make the AI nice and scary. Because that's the goal, isn't it? At least 1 point in the Total War series throughout our lives, the AI will actually be a challenge. And not just because, you know, you stacked a bunch of hidden invisible bonuses to make it irritating. That's not what I mean. That does pose certain challenges, but still. Really? Oh, wow. Okay, so a lot of their army can hide. That's just fantastic, isn't it? Also, let's get these guys in here. Maybe my formation will actually work, not just be derpy. Is that gonna work? What? You for real? Okay. Oops. There we go. I know there's more of them. Unfortunately, we can't see any of them. Those low tier units can actually hide. They're reverting back to the original third age AI, I think. Made by someone, and they realize the AI is very passive, especially on siege battles. Right, so they're reverting back to, I think it was Germanicus who did the original AI for third age. Okay, interesting. I recall that AI being dumb for different reasons, but there's actually a surprising amount of different AIs that you can play around with. Of course, we just accused the AI of being stupid and passive, and I guess they heard me, and they're like, well, I'm not going to take that from you. Now there's a general charge here from the whole goblin army. Well, alright then. Can you shoot him yet? See, the thing about hide is that if you target the units before they hide, you can still shoot them. So it doesn't really matter that they're here like this. We're still going to be able to pick on them. If they're here like this, hiding like this. Ugh, I can't words. This is what happens when I wake up early in the morning and do a stream. I'm just functionally not a human. Jordan EXE has stopped working. That's according to Galileo. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have no basis to correct you on that. I don't know. But still, it would be nice to have a bit of a challenge when it comes to the AI. See, if we shoot these guys enough, they'll come forward eventually. Yeah, here we go. And have some bowmen in there. I thought they had lots and lots of archers. Are they just mixed in? Yeah, they are. Okay. Focus over here. I'm dealing with those hunters. And these guys, we'll break them off. And once they begin to move in with their infantry, we're going to stretch our line to meet theirs, more or less. Make sure it's meaty enough to actually withstand the assault. I won't stick these guys out there just yet because the AI will react to that. Try and time it between the arrows, see if we can get under them with our infantry, take minimal losses. Get them a little farther forward so there's no, like the arrows that drop short aren't going to hit these guys by accident.
We come from the Woodland realm. This way.
Let them just get a little bit closer, and then the last minute we'll activate our charge bonus. Now that they've committed, and they're busy shooting the added Hirith. Oh, that's Thernil's bodyguard. It's not ideal, but
The battle is very
so
much
far we're doing
in
okay.
our favor. Victory will be ours.
brutal volley right there. Might be enough to actually rout them off if we're lucky. And we can start to roll up the line. Beautiful.
Our men have slain the enemy
Ooh,
general.
that's good news.
Without him, his troops will lose
Are they
their
already
will to
routing?
fight.
Nope, not quite. We're getting there though. Another volley ought to be enough. Send these guys packing. Oh, beautiful. Well done, lads.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Let's clean this up a little bit. And push with our light infantry. There we are. Deal with these guys. We should not be getting shot. Okay, well, they're just going to ignore my orders. Fine, fine. Do whatever you want. I don't even care anymore.
Behold how our cowardly foe
Alright,
runs.
that's basically it.
It's time to press the attack.
Let's move these guys forward quickly. Run. You know what run means? Oh, I should definitely turn that off in the future. Oops. Supply swiftness for now, I guess. Why not? You guys go after those Mirkwood Hunters? Sure. Just go after them in a big old blob. Try to shoot these guys a little bit more before they manage to get off. And we will have cut off Doguldur from some of the reinforcements. And now, we can use some more troops under Prince Legolas. Maybe with some reinforcements from Thranduil's army here. To split up. And we can destroy what's left of their armies. It's a pretty hefty defeat for Doguldur. Although it's just like trash tier goblins, so I'm sure that they have many more of them back at home. But our strategy worked just fine. So far. It's been pretty easy. These gobos, we managed to gobble up here, rather. Get as many as we can before they get to the border. Be nice to have some cavalry, something I'd like to invest in a little bit. Just some light cavalry, so that when they rout like this, I can just run them down and make sure that they don't come back.
This is a clear victory.
They did survive with about 300, but it's just shitty goblins, and I think most of those were the infantry that managed to get away earlier, so they're not really a threat. They're just kind of there to get in the way. The archers en masse can be a problem, but we managed to deal with them fairly handily, I think. They were shooting at some of our like high armor units, so they never really managed to get much done. I really do need some cav. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. I'm half maple syrup and half leaves. That's a hideous mental image. That's quite a disgusting amalgamation of. Yeah, but yeah, you got us. You figured it out. Now we're coming for you. Nikos, how's it going, buddy? How you doing, my friend? Execute, obviously.
We protect the elven lands. Come, my brothers.
What do they have up here?
I'm gonna stick you.
Do they have their cavalry in? Yes, they do. Good. Which means that this army is distinctly cavalryless.
Over here, elves.
Have a taste of my blade. I'm gonna
Take it for the elves.
have a taste of my blade.
And I could.
Yes, my lord.
Let me just quickly save here. I want to know if this is possible. I can attack them
There's
from
the
two.
target.
What?
We've defeated their wretched army.
Follow me.
Engage!
Elven warriors.
Shenanigans. Alright, we're going to reload there. I don't normally save scum, but like that's one of those things that I feel is obvious, but the game might not always feel as obvious. So I wanted to, you know, kind of see what the limits were there. But yeah, he's somehow surrounded and manages to escape. I disagree with that, but okay. Whatever, man. I ain't even mad. Waiting for some Silm battles? Oh, you're going to get a good Silm battle. I have one that I'm going to record later today. That's, it's on a brand new map that you guys have never seen before, but I think it's probably one of the best maps I've ever seen anyone make. It's made by Eclipse, and it's a 8-man free-for-all. And it is down to, like, the last 1%, and it's a pretty surprising ending, so yeah, you guys will have some good sim battles in your future for sure. I have skirmish mode enabled on the archers. Yeah, I noticed that. That's a big oops. There we go. Things are normal again. Well, I won't be able to cut off their other reinforcement army because gamey shenanigans. But
Follow me.
looks like Les is going to be here very, very soon in the next turn. Then we can pursue our genocidal campaign against the orcs of Mirkwood here. Oh man, look at this.
Is that what you want?
Is that Azog? Hazolg. They just passed right by us. That could have been ugly. Grimnir. That's a Warhammer name for sure.
I would fight for your people
Well,
as
they're
if
gonna
they
meet
were
a
my
very
own friend.
terrible fate if they come down here into Dale and Erebor. These guys are getting more powerful too, which is something to be concerned about. How's our finances doing? Crappy. Worse by the day.
By the light of Elber and elves.
That's alright. We may go into the red for a little bit here. I think what we could do... No, I can't do that there. We need an administrator in there. I think if we bump this up, that might stave it off a little bit. Tower Felian. Can't really do much with that. Alright, well. Off we go. Please don't bump into anything. Yay! Ooh. It's a bad place for an elf to be. The Hill of Black Sorcery. Think you saw it on the Discord? Potentially. This is a really good game, though. The dwarves are gonna run through their thing. It'll take a little bit of time. Let me catch up on chat here to see if I've missed anything. Hello, Manus. How are you, my friend? How are you doing today? Oh, interesting developments there. They're reinforcing, and now they're just coming out of the woodwork, aren't they? The literal woodwork, like maggots, like insects. Well, we'll have Prince Legolas and his reinforcements here shortly, which means I can take my generic general, put him in Amenufuin. I have a bit more control over its finances. And he's a good administrator. He's been there for a while. That's kind of his city at this point, so... And then I can use the famous father-son duo in the field. That's formidable indeed. That's a really powerful elite corps that I don't mind having at all. And that's the kind of army that you could, you know, push through half the forest of Dol Guldur with. How come I'm playing with manage all settlements off? I thought I was playing with it on. I saw you on Reforged, tried to speak to you. I did get back to you. I pretty sure I did. I said some stuff, but it might not have gone through because I'm kind of awful with how the Medieval 2 chat system works. But I tried to, at the very least. No, go away. Wrath of Khan. That is a fearsome looking, whatever that is indeed. The hordes of Khan are come. Like a cracking whip, the horsemen of Khan have thundered into the west. Pardon me, I have to clear my throat. Ah, lovely. Smashing through the defenses of all in their path. Scary. Let's get out of here.
Yes.
I don't like being in this creepy forest anymore.
As you wish.
Let's get over here and talk to
I
Lothlorien.
shall continue tomorrow.
It's a fairly formidable army. But we've definitely got
Follow me.
the troops and the numbers
Elves, by the light of Elbereth.
to comfortably give battle.
Elven warriors, swiftly. This is the way.
And if we're going to do that, let's do it here on the road.
Like the wind. Stay alert.
Let's kind of take stock of what we have here.
For the light.
Decent amount of infantry. Got lots of axemen. Some spearmen to help us deal with that cavalry. A fair amount of bowmen. Yeah, lots of bowmen. And some mid-range skirmish power as well. Alrighty. How are our finances doing? Not great, but also it's not the end of the world. And then it'll be doing a little bit better on the next turn. Okay, I'm willing to pass the turn there. See what happens. Did I see what someone posted on Discord? No, I did not. What did they post? But yeah, I tried to respond to you on the thing, on Medieval 2 there, Madness, but just I guess it didn't go through or whatever reason. Plus, I didn't see it till later anyway, because I had like played a game and then I just left my computer on and like went to have breakfast or do something. So don't feel too bad about it, is what I'm saying. All right, now once this turn sluggishly manages to elapse, then we should be able to have a nice big battle here with Dol Guldur, which I expect will cost the lives of many a fair elf of the wood. It's a lot of scary numbers there. And the only thing that I'm really nervous about at all is the cavalry, just because I have a really good handle on how infantry and like spearmen fare against cavalry in Silmarillion or in Total War Reforged, but DAC has a very different system, and it's not always... My assumptions are not always correct. So we'll see how that turns out. But I have a plan to deal with them. Also, the cavalry tends to just like beeline for whatever is nearby, so I might be able to wipe them out early just through the AI's pure stupidity. Don't do it! Don't buy off my settlement.
I bring word from my people.
I bring word from my people. Trade rights. That'll piss off my allies, I think. Doors of Erebor, Anduin Vale. Yeah, that'll make my allies unhappy. There's not really an easy way to monitor it like there is, like the contentness of your allies and their likelihood of stabbing you directly in the back, or in some cases in the face, as there is in later titles. So I'm gonna decline that. Because I don't want to break up my power block. It is no matter. Farewell. See you later. Oh no. Do I even want to know what they've posted? Ugh. Yeah. Oh god, I wish I looked like that guy. Goodness me. Oh, they have sallied out here to attack us. But alright, so they're gonna have some troops come in as reinforcements, some of which will be cavalry. Okay. Could attempt a night attack, but I can't. Threadwheel, really? In your thousands of years since the first stage, when you lived in Doriath, you haven't learned how to lead a night raid. Literally, when there used to not be a sun, you know. Okay, fine. I won't question it. All right, man. Wait on my map making tutorials. Oh, WK. He's actually got one out. It's weird. WK and I sound a lot alike. Also, hi WK. How's it going, buddy? Okay. Well, let's think about this. Light infantry in the center. Spearmen will be in the rear, as the AI likes to just kind of run at you. We'll probably need to move our spearmen out in front and our light infantry backwards. And some archers here. They have, wow, very little defense. Even these high tier units are quite susceptible to cavalry charges, aren't they? Oh, interesting. Well, we'll widen the line a little bit then. Move you lads forward. Maybe I could bring all three of you in like this. We could indeed. The Arid Hirith. And you guys can be out front. Woodland Wardens we'll put in reserve. Just sort of more of a generic strategy. I'm not really a big fan of it, but that'll do for now.
The enemy have brought up more men.
They're just gonna run away as they always do. We're not gonna let them run from us. And then reinforcements coming in from directly behind them. And you can see that cavalry and stuff coming in. We won't have long. So what we need to do is harry the... Hold on! Hold on a second. This is the map that we did when we had that epic kind of like last stand with like a couple units of our archers that ended up getting destroyed when we were playing on... Oh, that was on Reforged. That was a different campaign. Okay. I'm mixing things together. But I definitely recognize this map. It's like the identical one. That's weird. That's super weird. See if we can make him turn around. Oh yeah, we'll bleed them the entire time when these guys casually march their way over. It's actually a good thing, because if we can pull these guys into a frontal assault... Oh. Anyway, as I was saying, if we can pull these guys into a frontal assault, then they won't be able to use their cavalry to charge down our woodland warriors from the front, which is kind of what I'm worried about. Why not just give you an order? You cheeky shits. Do your friggin' job. Come on. Got a good position here. Slight hill. We'll charge in when it's time. And then when these reinforcements begin to come in, we'll start to focus them down. I just want to take a look at their armor here. Well, I can't apparently. That's fine. We're going to focus on the cavalry, because they can potentially be a problem. Pew-pew these guys a little bit. We're very compact, so we are going to take some losses like this. Might be needed that we kind of fan out a little bit here. Get these guys back. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Come on. Come fight me. You know you wanna. They're shaken. Oh, I assume that's because of the poison arrows. I have that same thing in Silmarillion. And I'm assuming that it's actually a UI bug. Because unless their poison effect is extremely potent, there's no way they'll actually be shaken. I think it's just a UI bug from the shock of the poison arrow debuff effect. That's my interpretation in any case. Oh wow, we're slaughtering these guys. Alright. let's scatter them. Get stuck in here. Charge! Oh yeah, this goblin's gonna get et. Scatter that front line. These guys aren't quite there yet.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Once these guys get a little bit closer.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Good, we're killing them off.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
There goes their general. Oops. Now's the time. Alright. Have these guys push forward. All our archers and everyone can focus on these retreating troops so we don't get friendly fire. Uh-oh. These guys might be in trouble. Those wargs should be nearly dead at this point. Continue focusing on them. This is where he should be able to just break this army here. And shoot them, so we're well away from the front lines. Those Mercury Hunters are coming back, so we'll switch target to them. Yeah, we should be okay now. Crash into these guys.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Shoot these routing units. So we're going to have a breakthrough here very shortly, I think. It's really just a matter of, like, managing... Oh, he came back. Crash into our front lines. Okay. You stop. And these guys are still kind of in reserve. I didn't really have a good time to use them, I don't think. Alright, all missile troops. Stop what you're doing. Time for some knife work. Just a matter, I think, of breaking this one unit of Golden Archers. But let's get a head start here on running these guys down.
Our men have slain the enemy
There goes the second general. That'll be enough to break their spirits. Oh wow, they took really heavy losses there, those spearmen. That's surprising. They were just fighting against kind of trash tier units. I wonder what happened. Might not have seen it. Might have gotten the charge by cavalry or something, but in some manner that was disadvantageous for them. Well, it was a big old battle. Losses were suffered, but you know what? It's not so bad. We'll probably get some of them back as well. Let's fast forward here a little bit. Kill as many of them as we possibly can. Can't let them get away. God, what I would give for some cavalry. Like, look at this. Oh, that's disgusting. God, I love Medieval 2. Eat those guys. Well, I think we've gotten as many of them as we're going to be able to.
This is a
175 lost. That's a lot that was deployed against us, though. Well over 2,000. Playing as the sexy elves, you know it. Ugh, I really like the Woodland Realm. I just love their aesthetic. And the playstyle has been interesting so far. It's been a lot of pew-pew, but, you know, it's to be expected. This time you're only an hour late into the stream. That's fine, WK. You do things in your own time. It's fine. Can't stay for long because I'm sick, but have fun and conquer the world. You have a great day, Jervis. Get some rest, eh, buddy? Feel better.
No longer.
We'll kill them all. And that should give us the settlement of Erendolen. Or Lolen, I suppose.
By the light of Elbereth.
Yeah,
Take it for the
that's
elves.
fine.
Our lands will be safe once more. Enter it.
And retrain them. Still a decent amount of elven culture here. Too bad I just don't have any money, but I will in the next turn. So now our finances are kind of back in order. What are you doing there?
Bless
Dwarves?
noble ally, 'tis an honor.
Gazlook, go away, buddy. Get out of here.
My lord.
And we'll get lucky and we'll run into
Without
a Lorien army.
question.
Nope, we won't. Apparently Dol Guldur has even come
Yes,
as far as the Golden
Tomorrow's
Wood.
journey planned out.
That's a little bit
I shall
frightening.
continue tomorrow.
Okay, we'll pass another turn. What time are we at? 71 minutes so far. We've actually made a lot of progress. Last time we just passed a lot of turns, but now we've taken some territory. Beaten a bunch of armies. Good times. I'll catch up on chat now for a little while. Need to have dinner. Bye-bye. Well, take care, Manus. I assume you're already gone, but fare thee well. And also, Nikos, I looked at that meme, and it made me sick to my stomach, so thank you. Thank you for that. Well done. Not to overextend too quickly as the Woodland Realm. I've done that way too many times in DAC during my Woodland Realm playthroughs, and Dol Guldur ends up cutting me off. Thank you. Someone else who understands my fear. So I've been very concerned about overextending myself, J-Do. And it's I guess it's made me maybe a little bit passive. I don't know. Some people have been telling me to go on the offensive against Dol Guldur, but if you look here, well, I can't really show you because the turn thing hasn't ended yet. But I've managed to secure the north quite well. I've got a reserve army there as well, stationed on kind of the western border. And now we're starting to push against Dol Guldur. So that was very much my concern, and I've had that exact thing happen to me several times. But now we're in a good position to begin to expand. Slow and steady wins the race, as it were. I can kind of move the camera a little bit while this is happening. I don't want to break nothing, though. But yeah, I've overextended the way I've played DAC the way that I used to play vanilla Third Age, where it's just like a mad scramble to get as much stuff as you possibly can in like the early game, and then you build up your empire and you just become unstoppable by the time you reach like late mid game. But I've noticed you can't do that as well in DAC. There's a lot of scripting. The AI will get like lots of armies that they'll throw at you, and there are certain factions you just can't do that with. Pardon me. It's Bladesmiths Guild. I don't know what this does, but I like it. I'll pay for that. Lorien is under attack. Oh no! No! I need to send my diplomat in here.
Without question. What is it you wish?
Hi,
to
let's be
discuss?
friends. I'll give you all these things.
I do not believe I may very well.
Let's do
What
trade rights at
else
least.
You have to suggest.
And I'll offer you some map information. Love me, please. Kinsman, come now.
This seems quite reasonable.
Beautiful.
Another
What about
proposition.
an
We're
alliance?
happy to. I must say, we are not convinced.
Okay,
An
whatever,
honor
fine.
and a
Get
pleasure.
attacked by Dol Guldur
Farewell.
then, you jerks. What did that get me? I've been rewarded with 750 gold coins. Hell yeah! So that's going to give me enough to do that. And now we've got some Dol Guldur reinforcements here. Well, let's take careful stock of our position.
I'm gonna stick you.
Orc maulers. You know, I bet I know who butchered some of my spearmen, and it's probably those orc maulers, because I kind of lost track of them during that battle.
Elves.
Elven warriors.
Going to amalgamate you guys. Ooh.
Follow me.
I'll take you. And
My lord?
Elves.
the light
Elven
infantry.
warriors.
Yes, my lord.
And some
My lord.
bowmen.
Elven warriors.
I'll attack this small force here.
Engage!
Oh yeah. That's the remnants of the last battle. Let's wipe them out.
Evil must not be
Vengeance!
allowed to
Oh
triumph
wow,
this
I
day.
had a voice crack there. Amazing. And now that's saved for posterity on the internet forever. Lovely. But yes, vengeance for our spearmen and our other fallen brothers who perished in that last battle. Terrifying. Or terrible. Stick these guys. Pretty simple double line formation this time around. I guess it doesn't really matter. The AI probably want to advance regardless of what we do here. So let's go here. And when they inevitably begin to run, we'll have Prince Legolas up front to get some pot shots off. And you guys. Where are they at? And they're going to immediately run. Of course they are. So we're going to move. Pardon me. To try and cut them off. If we can. I don't know. We could run straight up the middle. Legolas should be able to shoot these guys. Oh yeah, we're going to shoot those orc maulers. We're going to shoot them real good. And then the Mirkwood goblins will just fall apart. They don't even have any range capacity in this battle, so it's just going to be a slaughterhouse. It's like everything our own way. Come on, lads, give it to him. When's the next episode for first stage historical battles coming out? First one was really well done. Thank you, and big thanks to Gambling as well, because he did a lot of editing in that video. The next one will be out next Sunday. Is kind of what I'm shooting for, but you know, sometimes life gets in the way. But that's my plan. I'll make an announcement when I'm 100% sure I can make a deadline, but I'm aiming for next Sunday. Bladesmiths Guild gives melee attack bonuses. Makes sense. +1 morale to the units in that settlement. It's also really nice. Didn't have enough florins to build it, alas. I thought it would have like made me go into like deficit or something. Like it would have been okay with that. But I guess not. Oh yeah, we're gonna shoot the crap out of you guys. Eat it. I'm not gonna fight them with that big of a hill advantage though. I'll pull back with my infantry before I let them do that. I'll come back here. Makes more sense, I think. But for now, we're gonna bleed them until they decide that it's worth it to come forward, which won't be long, I don't think. It's like a percentage of their overall numbers, I think, when they take that in casualties, and the AI is like, oh yeah, I should attack.
They're attacking us.
There we go. For now, we're just making pin cushions until they get their act together. Oh, thanks for turning around there, Doguldur host. Go ahead and fast forward it just a little bit. While they figure out what they want to do with their lives. Alright, down they come. We'll peel these guys back. Do it progressively. Just so we're keeping constant pressure up. They have good armor, those units. Surprising for light infantry. they're turning around? That's surprising. Okay, so they're pretty well a non-threat at this point. Send them out there. Launch a volley or two into those Mirkwood units. By Mirkwood units, I mean the Mirkwood Gobos. They're now in a good position. Pick up these guys a little bit more. This is a little bit cheeky, but honestly, I don't want to lose any numbers that I'm going to need for the conquest of Dol Guldur. So while this might seem a little bit cheesy, at the same time we do have a larger goal in mind. Yeah, that sucks. Thanks for lining up to die, boys. Appreciate it. But yeah, I can see why they want to switch over the AI. If the AI is this passive, like in a field battle, then I can understand how they'd be extremely passive in a siege as well. Oh, Legolas. Apparently, you don't know how to move. Alright, fine. I guess you're going into close quarters. Which means I can pull my reserves out on the center.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. The enemy are badly
You guys can
bloodied.
stop what you're doing.
They have lost half their men.
And you can as well. You guys, I think, are out. So let's just break them quickly here with pure numbers. Ooh, you guys are kind of trickling in there. Careful. There we go. Surround them on all sides and smash them. Easy. It's a cool little visual. It's surprising. I mean, maybe I'm just used to older games, having grown up playing things like Ocarina. But I think that Medieval 2 has actually held up quite well in the graphics department, for being a game as old as it is.
We've captured the enemy's. Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
There goes their general.
It's time to press the attack.
There's few enough that are going to escape that I don't think I really need to run them down all that much. Alright, that'll be good. More Dol Guldur reinforcements who have been destroyed. Lost 10 elves in that battle. Tragic, but necessary. Oh my goodness. We should be back on the campaign map in just a few moments, and then we'll probably start to wrap it up for this episode. Usually about the hour and a half mark is when I've noticed that people start to drop off.
We protect the elven lands.
Have a taste of my blade.
What they got there? Orc hunters. Some other stuff there. So we'll deal with them in due course. Let's up our taxes here. He'll be able to hold things together far, far better. Maybe not that high. That'll help us out. We'll work on the mining network next time. The law is doing better here. Cultural unrest, so we're gonna need an art studio. That's what we'll work on next, and that'll probably be the key to getting our public order there under control, which means we won't be spending any more money for now. Well, that'll probably do for now. Do pig eat steak? You should not feed your pigs meat. Although I guess they can eat it.
By the light of
There's
Elbereth.
another army over here as well.
Stick you.
Well, Thranduil has the troops there.
Elves.
Deal with that.
Have a taste
These guys
of
are a
my
bit
blade.
larger, so we should probably go after them in the next
Have a taste
episode.
of my blade.
But I think that's going to do for episode 2. There will definitely be an episode 3, and then we'll kind of see what like viewership is like and what you guys kind of want. Usually after like 3 or so episodes is when people start to lose interest in a series. But I would like to keep this one going for as long as possible because I want to do a lot of stuff with it. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what people are interested in watching, and then I'll just kind of make decisions based on that. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this so far. It's been a fairly exciting episode. Lots of momentum that we've built up. But yeah, my name is Jordan, also known as JMonster. Hope you guys enjoyed this.